Do you want to have between 500 Rand and 2,000 Rand plus extra money this month without borrowing? I will show you a technique that makes it possible. Understand that you have to unlearn the ways of the past. It brought you only miseries. Later, I'm going to mention a thing or two about reckless credit lending and debt that has prescribed or expired. This course will be dramatic. I will teach you the forgotten ways that was done by our grandparents, as they never had loans and no firm to give them credit, and they survived. Older people, ask them, they will confirm this. Good day. My name is Johan van Zyl, and I thank you for watching this video. Every day I see how people suffer financially. Prices soar almost daily. Every month, squatter camps all around our country grow bigger and bigger on a regular basis. The cost of living makes that you are short on money every month. I came out of retirement to assist people to improve their financial life with my method that helped thousands of people in the past. Bad news for the SA banks and financial institutions. Johan van Zyl is out of retirement. Listen to hear more. In this time and age, you must accept that your household is in fact a business. And as a business, you must realize a profit every month. Yeah, a profit. And for that, you need to have a budget, because when you notice that you are not making profit, your budget is the only place to look and solve the problem. That is what businesses do. Your profit is that you should have a saying every month in how much you save and put away for a rainy day. You will see and hopefully understand how you can manipulate your budget to create a better life for you and your family. And my method will stand in court, and you get a get out of the money jail free card by working a proper budget, by only changing your way of handling your money. From now on forward, hook up with me and you will see that your family gets proper food every day. Every day. Listen, no person can perform a day's work on an empty stomach. It's not good. The system I'm going to explain helped Sonny P and his family of 5 of Durban from being broke the last 3 weeks of every month and begging for lifts to work, to what they are today, a perfectly harmonized family that always has food on the table and money in the bank. I tried to help Joey B from the Northwest, who was battling with her finances since she became a single mother. She thought I had stupid ideas working a budget. She said she will not do it. It's too much work. And it's complicated. It's not complicated. And she said she knows how to work with money, as a predicament was only temporarily. Last I heard, the welfare, unfortunately, took away her children, as she could not feed them. Lost her car. She lost her job. She was heartbroken. Down to the ground. I can tell you many good and bad stories that I've encountered over the 27 years of giving all walks of people a helping hand. Without further ado, let me show you how. Now this is on the screen is what we call and people call an Excel spreadsheet that we are going to use. The Excel spreadsheet is only a vehicle that shows your income and expenses in a professional manner. We use the Excel spreadsheet in the following way. At the top, you will see there at the top, it's a distribution account for whoever it is. We've got the name here, John Doe, and the ID number. That's it. Then underneath that on top is his full name. You have to write it in. Full names, ID, address, cell number, total of family, and the ages of the children, please. If you can put in there 2 boys, this age, that age. Should you have a girl, put her age in there as well. It will only help you. And hopefully they are still under your care. This will be a legal document after you print and sign it. The spreadsheet you will receive already contained filled in amounts. This is because I want to give you direction. Please change and alter it to your own cost, because there is cost that was for another person. But understand also the amounts will differ from you. Put in your amount, put in your cost. So that is how you're going to do it. And if there's nothing and it's too many, just blank it out. That's all. Blank it out, fill it in there and backspace. Now, this can work 100% also for weekly earners, weekly payers. The Excel spreadsheet is where you manipulate your money. The first section is where you put in your must pays. For instance, your rent, your bond, your HP, car, your fuel, groceries, meat, veggies, milk, bread, cigarettes. I like to put that all, the milk and the bread and the veggies, maybe under groceries, but keep it separately if you can. Your insurance, your medical aid, try and shop for cheaper if you can. Same with your household and car insurance. Remember, you have to have car insurance if your car is still under HP. They can take it away. So as your car devaluates in money, the insurance premium should get lower. It doesn't. This portion you never compromise. What you put in there, don't compromise. And please listen carefully. You need to stay in the house. You also need a car to go to work. You need insurance, food, school fees, cigarettes, medical aid. This is must-haves. Do you grasp this? This is why other debts go in the debt section underneath, right underneath the section I'm talking about, totally underneath. Do you remember in the beginning I said, do you need 500 Rand up to 2,000 Rand plus, depending on your income? Now is the time to decide what do you want to do with the extra 500 or 2,000, whatever. What do you want to do with that money? Why do you need it? Is it to pay arrear debt? Don't do it. Please listen me out for the answer. It is only, if it's only a once-off, then do you need it every month? You must answer that question for yourself. Then you put it in the budget on the left-hand side as the must-haves. See, this is how you can manipulate your budget. From now on, you're going to care for you and your family. And you have to also put in their savings for a rainy day, for whatever. This is very, very, very important. Please. Now another thing, look to your right-hand side. That is where you put in your income, like your salary after deductions. Put that in there, just that. And then it will do the calculation itself. It will take the total, that is your total on your left hand side there at the bottom. It will bring it up automatically to the right hand side, and it will deduct it from your income. If it's a negative, then it's a negative. We can't help it. But you will also see just underneath that block there, savings, what you can have. Maybe your wife can work, maybe she must work, unfortunately. Then put in her salary, help. You will also see there is a word like sigmas. I will explain that in more detail at the end of this video. Please only put in what is required. You will see most of the fields are locked. All the calculations in this sheet are done automatically. You cannot change it. Also see what is now available to pay your debts. Here it is 2,580 Rand. Can you see there in the first block on the right hand side underneath there? The extra income is added there automatically, and you will have money that is available. Now, you will see what we do with that money now. I'm going to the debt section underneath, and you will see that 2,580 Rand. It is almost in the middle column at the bottom, because I see the cursor doesn't want to work properly. That money there, they will work on that, and just under that is the total money there. Now, what you do there is put in on the left hand side all your debts, like your credit card, your furniture, your loans, whatever there is that you pay in there. These are the ones that does not fall under the top left expenses, as they are not essential things to put in. They cannot take your money back that's borrowed. It's gone. They will cancel your credit card, but it's for your own good. Please note, you only fill in the usual, the normal installment. Yeah, put it in there. And then you also fill in the amount that is your real outstanding balances on the right hand side. Should you do that and put in everything, the computer will automatically work out what you're going to pay from now on. Not what they want, is what you can afford, because the credit providers never did their due diligence. That is why we can stand in court. They can do you nothing. Please, just hear me out. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit excited here, but please bear with me. Now, you will see then it's money available. So what it is, it will calculate it to the nearest cent, the money that you can pay from your debt from now on. Nothing else. Once this is done, print the sheet, sign it, get a police stamp on it to make it official, and send copies to all your creditors and tell them this is how much they can expect from now on. You can obviously expect resistance from them, but that is now their problem. It always was your problem to pay them, and you had to suffer. Bullshit, this is not going to work. Sorry for that strong word. Once you buy into my course, you will also receive an essay from me explaining even in more detail what you're going to do. My teachings is comprehensive. Should you run into difficulty with your creditors and you are my paid client, I can assist you at a small cost and also on a one-to-one basis. There are many ways to get around financial problems. No creditor will be able to stand up against you, because when you took out the loan or the credit card or whatever cost you have, debt, they never ask you to prove your household expenses. It's their mistake. Come on now, gather your faith. I have 27 years experience in this field. and help many, many thousands. I also know very well how debt counseling works, and I cannot recommend that, but for some people it works. And other people, but now other people will control your money, and I'm against that. You must control your own money. It's better in your hands. And heed my words. You work so hard, and you never have money to enjoy the simple things like treat your family on burgers and chips. Now, all you have to do is just budget for it. If a cost is not budgeted for, you just don't buy it. So, if you want to buy anything that's not on this month's budget, don't buy. Don't buy. What you can do is put in your budget there on the top hand side as a necessities. Something for in case of fire, emergencies. You can, so that you can see that that cost is dealt with. You know, children will come at the last minute and tell you their shoes are too small, or you only notice it then, that you have to buy it. You can't wait a month or 2 months. That child is suffering. So, budget, budget, budget. Now, if you want to buy something and it's not on your budget for this month, get a book. Call it perhaps the family wish list book, or just a wish list book. There the family writes down what they wish to put in the next month's budget. Maybe it's clothing, shoes, anything. A haircut for you, a hairdo for the missus. It's necessary, she must look great, young. And it's now maybe for the first time in your hands to provide for your family. Man, oh man, I just know the budget works. I'm telling you. And for them that follow the principles with dedication, it will work. Please don't shoot yourself in the foot. This is now discipline in action. This is again to get your whole family involved, and in this way the family bonds like never before, and that's what you want. Bond the family again. Put the saving in a separate bank account. Now again, the family must guard this account with all their might. The more you get your family involved, the greater you grow in stature. This way the family will see how the money in the bank grows every month, how you provide for them. You are creating a legacy, and you can be sure your children will learn from you. Don't draw from that money. You will have a lot of explaining to do if you draw without their consent. So here's your menu that I'm going to give you. And I will provide you with a standard menu consisting of a 4-week daily menu with breakfast, lunch and dinner or supper suggestions. If you don't know what you're going to eat, how will you find money for your budget? You have to budget for it, and you don't know what to eat. Come on. This is very important information. I will tell you why later. It's so important, you won't believe it. You are hereby preparing a shield to protect your money. That's how important it is. That's your shield. This is also fantastic for weekly earners. Those people who get paid every week. Not monthly, weekly as well. So this is how we do it. Yeah. Now comes your recipes. Without a recipe, how will you validate your food spending? It's not possible. You didn't know what to buy. Maybe you know a recipe out of your head. That's good. Just write it down so you can see what ingredients you must have. Don't just buy blind. It's not working. You must know precisely what you're going to buy, and the recipe will prove your point. And yes, there will be a recipe for the people who like sweet things. Pudding. I've put in pudding only for Sundays. But you can have pudding on Wednesdays as well. Budget for it. You work hard. You deserve it. Just a hint. Try to buy your groceries on a weekly basis. Work your whole budget on a weekly basis. When you buy into my program, you will get my essay on how to do many things, and I will elaborate there in more detail on this weekly thing. I call it my envelope system. Envelopes. You'll hear about it when you buy in. And then you must understand there is a thing like a deal breaker. Now, tell you more. The deal breaker combination that will guarantee you freedom is the spreadsheet, the menu, and the recipes equals your budget. I will give you my recipes, which is only a guidance and suggestion. Should you want to change the menus, go ahead and follow it up with your recipes. Remember now, the recipe is the secret ingredient here. Out of the menu comes your recipe. Otherwise, how can you know how much veggies, meat, groceries, etc. you must buy? Please understand, the recipe is in fact your grocery list. The only item missing is your beverages. Please add this to your shopping list. Mama, please buy cold drink, even if it's mixed cold drink. You put water in there for your children. Give them something nice also. And remember, this is your business. You need to be exact. Now, I want to browse on reckless credit and so forth. Just reckless credit and prescribed debt. And now reckless credit is when an institution gives you a loan and you cannot really pay that loan back successfully. They did not do their due diligence. Let me tell you, there are many such loans outside. You have to take each case on merits, such as get all the relative documentation from the provider and all the info from the client, work through it and come to a conclusion. Should you be able to prove your case in court, the court will make a decision to nullify the transaction, zero, and the institution loses their money and you go scot-free. Nice, that. My view is that there are many such cases walking in our midst. Yes, I can help, even on a one-to-one basis if necessary. The other one is prescribed debts. This is a debt you stop paying, and although the company and the debt collectors harassed you, you did not offer to pay them anything. And you didn't even recognize it. After 3 years from your last payment, that debt has now been prescribed according to law. You are then not liable to pay for that debt anymore. Yes, I can help you there as well, even on a one-to-one basis. Depending on how sincere you are to start living a well-planned life, you can make use of my 27 years of experience helping people to better their lives. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Yes, my method and any problems that come up will be a walk in the park for you. Do you want to be the hero in your family? This is the way. You will never regret it. Just remember, once money is allocated to the budget, it does not belong to you anymore. It belongs to whatever the budget says. Budget is now prominent in the house. Respect your budget and your money will grow. And your money will respect you. Disrespect your budget. Well, you're already there, always broke. You suffer the consequences, you know that. How can you buy you can now buy my course that consists of a spreadsheet, plus you will receive a 4-week daily menu with breakfast, lunch, dinner suggestions. Remember, it's only my suggestions. You can alter them to your taste. And the most important part is the recipes. People, I'm telling you, recipes is the trigger. If you take a gun and you put ammo in it, you have to pull the trigger before it shoots. So it's no use having a gun without a bullet. It's no way if you have a budget without a recipe. Yes, of course it will be hard work, but only the first 2 or 3 months, I promise you. After that, you can relax in the knowledge that you are secure and your budget is now working in the background for you. You can now confidently do everything yourself. To get a debt counselor or an administrator will cost you many thousands initially, like in 8,000 to 9,000 rand if you are a married couple, and a substantial cost of it, round about 450 every month. Every month. Keep your money tight, only for yourself. Pay only to be in a better position. Do you really want to change your destiny? It will only cost you a meager 245 rand. 245. And you pay the other people 8,000 rand and 450 every month. Maybe I must change my plan so that you pay me rather 5,000 rand for what I'm going to help you with. But I'm not greedy. You can have it for 245 rand. I want to help you. This 245 is to revolutionize your life. This 245 rand, easily you will recover it in savings after your first month on the budget. Make contact through my email that is also supplied in writing underneath. Email or WhatsApp me to get my banking details. Once you pay the money into the account, I will release all the documents to you on receipt of proof of payment and your email address. That is very, very important. Oh, that's just an advertisement for the budget. Is the answer to your problems. Nothing else. This is how you can raise yourself from failure to success in life. Because who wants to stay in debt their whole life? Who wants to be bonded? We're supposed to be a free people. We are not free. I tell you now, we are not free. They keep on giving us debt, debt, debt. And you just have to bend yourself backwards to give them their money every month. This is not how we're going to do it. Please, people. Oh yes, there it is, another camera. Now, the Sigmas. Through the second economy, you can really create wealth in a way you never dreamt of before. Here is a teaser. You can buy your groceries through them, say for 2,800 rand, and you get Sigmas to buy more groceries worth 1,050 rand. So in actual fact, you pay 2,800 to get 3,850 rand worth of groceries. You can compare prices with the big companies like Macro, Checkers and Pick n Pay. We are on par with them. And there are many other products available when you get a chance, where you also get a chance to get a lot back. Buy, for instance, R100 data or airtime from us. You will get that, plus you can choose to either get as a bonus R100 pizza from Debonair's delivered to your address, or you can get a 1 kilogram fresh chicken from Checkers, or get your house renovated and see our fantastic savings on Sigmas. Or you can, if you are a plumber, you can get your plumbing accessories from the second economy and save a lot. Use it to pay your fuel bill or wages. You have to contact me and I will tell you more about this subject, the second economy. It's also on the internet. All the above and more can be catered for in the budget spreadsheet with your savings in the second economy. You earn Sigmas and there's a value to it. You use it to buy more, save more on your, say for instance, your groceries. And that saving, you can use it to either pay more on your debts, which is good, put more savings, whatever. Choice is yours. Now, just a last remark. Do you think you are listening to me by chance? This is part of your destiny. Okay. Now, you can judge my presentation. Listen to it again if you want to. Any questions? WhatsApp me or email me. Thank you for listening. Please do your own due diligence. Bye.